Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here with...
Ready?
And the critters, of course. Of course, probably can't see her. I don't know. You can see the top of her head. Jellybean right here. So I'm actually sitting on the edge of my chair because she has over half of it. Right, Jellybean?
Yeah.
Jellybean! She had been so silly today. She had been running around here being crazy.
Yeah.
You know, just being happy, happy, happy. All the dogs have been super happy. Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we don't keep standard hours. I'm not even ever going to talk about trying to get back on a normal shift because that's never going to happen.
Uh-huh.
The more we talk about, the more it gets confuzzled up. We can get up day till 2:30, but really didn't get sleep till, what, about 9 a.m.?
Yeah.
I was having a really bad pain night with this right arm, and it still really hurts like crazy today. If you notice, it's very hard to extend it and stuff. I don't know what. I had such bad Charlie horses in it last night. It was, painful. You know, and Brad was, I asked him to pull on my arm because sometimes it'll help with the pain and stuff. He's pulling on it slowly and gently, and then it starts Charlie horse again. It's like, but we get through it. Once in a while, one of us will have a high pain night, and the other one will do the talking down. This. I had my hair up today. Didn't cut it.
That's been very, very nice. You know.
Yeah. So we'll call each other up usually. Usually we holler out, see if the other one's awake. I'm awake when you text me. You should just kind of holler. You go, and I'll answer it.
You don't pay attention to what I...
No, I don't have the alerts on my text messages. I could put it back on.
So then I can just turn my phone off.
I put mine on airplane mode when I go to sleep. I guess I could leave it on. Okay, no, come on, do this really set. There we go.
I'm okay.
All right, good. Are you done yet?
Yeah, no.
Are you done yet? What about now?
Because I'm a delicate flower.
Are you done now? You and Charlie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't miss your exit, Leanne. Charlie is really a very delicate flower. You guys don't understand what a fraidy cat he is on some levels. He is afraid of Jellybean because she snapped it and tried to chew his face off one time. Now she's not allowed to, because I had to have a talk with her and say, he's been here longer than you, and he's a lot bigger than you, and even if he wasn't, you can't do that. That's not nice to do. And she just looked at me like, I don't care. But she knows she has to toe the line. She does not like to get in trouble by me. So I usually tell her, when Charlie's getting on the bed, now you be nice to him. Then I draw her in a little closer so she can't. Because he will kind of pace. He will run us over.
Yeah.
Right, will. Charlie? Charlie. Hello? Goodbye. You just walk. Where? Hello.
Charlie,
come here, Char. Come here. Hello? Really? Am I on ignore now, Charlie? I guess so.
Yeah. Oh, there he goes.
Hi, Charlie. I can tell you how happy he was this morning. Lord, I don't know. All of a sudden, he was just... That's the most exuberant he's ever... I mean, he loves me to death, but man...
Yeah,
he was moving me all over the bed.
Downright violent.
I know. That's when he starts doing that. I hand you my glasses, because I know he's going to roll me over. He can just run me over and move me all over, and you know. Let's try to make sure my hair's out of the way, too. You stand on it, and it's like, oh, my God.
Well, that's, the only... There's only been 2 other dogs that have been able to move me around like Charlie does. And one was Odie, Dan's brother's.
Hi, Charlie. What was it, St. Bernard or Great Dane?
Yeah, Great Dane.
Yeah.
And then the other one was that St. Bernard that Greg and I saw up fishing up at Boyson.
Yeah.
Fritz, 295-pound dog.
Wow. A lot of hair, too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was really cool, though. When you have an animal, it was just like you hadn't seen me in a long time. It's like, you slept on top of me almost all night.
Uh-huh.
He had one side of me, and Jellybean had the other side, and Nixie was right at the window. You know, I guess Brad sat up. I knew you was gonna said you were gonna stay there till I fell asleep.
Yeah, and you slept for about an hour, and
Yeah,
by the time I thought, okay, it's safe for me to.
yeah, I appreciate that. You know, so I really do appreciate all the time that Brad spends when I'm having a real painful night, and I know he appreciates it when I do, because like if I do, and I am gonna turn my text sound on, because the people that text me are really important to me. Some of you guys that are my close friends, and you, and if he's having a bad, painful night, and it's like, well, come down here and we'll, talk, and I'll rub some stuff on your hip or your back, and sometimes it's if you can just deflect it. You guys all know what it's like when you're in a lot of severe pain, and like you feel like you're alone in the world, and like that pain's never gonna end.
Yep.
And you start to get very depressed and stuff. And let's face it, some of the painkillers and stuff, even prescription wise, can make you feel more down. So what else are we supposed to do?
Yeah, and I forgot about that, but yeah,
Yeah.
you're right on that.
Brad's wounds are looking really good. Two they had on his feet. Blood sugar continues to be really great. Um, all that. Paid bills today. That was painful. It's always painful, right, guys?
Yeah.
You're paying that mortgage, and like we have lot rent stuff, and it's always like, it's really painful.
But we were talking about that, and if we rented a place for this amount of money,
We can't complain too much about, this mobile home was a brand new one, and nobody else ever lived in it or anything, and not that makes a difference. Uh, it is very sound, even though they could have spent more time doing the trim and stuff. And I get it; they're in a rush and they want to just get these, put in and stuff.
yeah,
And I feel like it's kind of a baseline, and then you get to make the improvement.
yeah,
Like if we want a better kitchen floor, we're going to have to wait and probably put in a new one.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, and so on. But yeah, I mean, our mortgage is a little over 500, and then we have the lot rent. And I mean, with housing prices, just
oh yeah,
I mean, heck, most new cars and trucks cost way more than this did.
hmm,
And I know a lot of people are ranging older and stuff are going to mobile homes because it's what we can really afford. And when you're on a fixed income, am I going to be going back to work? No, I couldn't go back to work. Let's just be honest, I couldn't. I want to sell some of my crafts. I want to sell paintings. I'm not doing any of that just to sell. I won't do anything that, if anything I do becomes a chore, then you kind of ruin the love of it. But, that's what I hope to do. I enjoy selling crafts. I enjoy selling paintings and stuff. And you know, it'll be a limited edition. Like on the paintings, I'm only doing that one. Each wreath I do will be different. I'm a kind of a free spirit type person. I think you guys kind of know that. It's like I want to get my nose pierced. I had it pierced before, right here, and I think I talked about that already. And I want to get my eyebrow pierced up here. I really like that look, and I'm a different type of a person, so why not? But I said, well, if that's what you want to do, you
hmm,
know, I'm gonna wait until probably after your surgery and stuff, because number one, I don't really have the funds for that right now, and I have to make sure all my wounds are closed up and
yeah,
stuff too, just because of, having to worry about that. My legs are doing much better, guys. They don't show any signs of infection. They're still weeping just a little bit, but not super bad. So, um, I can be happy with that. Everything is an improvement.
hmm,
Day by day, Brad gets closer to having his surgery. Remind him of that when he's in a lot of pain. That he's getting closer to having that surgery and stuff. I haven't taken my pills yet today. Might need
wow,
to.
yes,
Don't worry, it wasn't like I took a whole bottle of pills. I save my empties, and then I put my day pills in there, and then I can carry it through the house easier. I didn't want them to think I just took on a video a whole bottle of pills.
Well, that's what I'm doing is I'm saving up
the empties, yeah.
The empties, and then I'll just put a D on one and an N on the other, and you know, because I take enough pills that I just don't have room in these divider boxes.
He does. He actually takes 4 prescriptions. I'm only on 3 pills a day, and the rest are just vitamins and like Aleve and stuff. But Brad takes 6 or 7, 6.
Like that, 6
I think he takes 6 a day, and it is what it is.
And a lot of them are for pain.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's.
Well, no, that's not counting your pain ones, huh?
Oh, what about Gabby? I thought that was for pain.
Well, yeah, but we don't put that in when you're doing your daily meds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the pain ones you don't put in your daily meds because you don't know each day is different, you know, and then the insulin and stuff too. But yeah, I just don't need, like I said, and even with the water pills and stuff, I don't put that in my daily meds because it depends on the swelling and stuff, how much I have to take and when I have to take it. So, you know, but what was I talking about before that? Oh, I want to sell painting, and I want to sell like wreaths, and the wreaths will always be somewhat different. And I mean, yeah, I do. I can do custom orders. I'll talk more about that. And what my thing is, anytime I do anything that's a custom order, is that you have to pay half down. You know, and that way, if you decide you don't want it, at least it covers my materials. But I don't do what do you call that for painting?
Like portrait or.
No, I don't do commission work on paintings and stuff because if I don't feel passionate about a painting, it's not going to turn out the way you want it. And what I see in my mind's eye compared to what you are wanting can be so vastly different. So on my artwork, I prefer to only sell what I already have completed. If you like what you see, great. If you don't, wait. And, you know, as I get other ones finished, you may like one of those. You know, and that way I used to do commission artwork. And, you know, if you don't really enjoy it, you know, and then you don't want to have somebody be disappointed because maybe that's not exactly what they were thinking. I mean, I never had anybody really disappointed, but it just, if you have that kind of pressure, it takes the fun out of it. You know, now, like if I'm making a wreath and somebody says, I want the wreath to be all different hues of pink, then we're going to sit and we're going to talk, and I'm going to go, okay, now specifically, I need to add a little bit of other color in there because otherwise the pink will just, the different hues of pink will just kind of drown itself out. You're just going to look like you have a giant Pepto-Bismol tablet on your wall, and you don't want that. And, you know, we have to break this up some. You know, and then I'll ask you about other things that you like. Do you like birds? Do you like butterflies? Do you like, you know, what the essence of you is? So, I'll explain more of that tomorrow. Tomorrow I planned on it today, but then I needed to pay bills and stuff. And Brad and I just been kind of chilling out together and stuff. Had a really good day. I'm going to show you guys the wreath. I need to get one started so you guys can already see conceptually what it'll look like. I sat last night and cut all the tulle to the lengths I needed it, but I'll go through all of that tomorrow. You know, I devised a way to cut that tulle in the lengths that you need just so fast compared to how it was being done on another video. Somebody did. It was a great video, but I just found myself spending so much time having to cut the tulle individually. It just was like, so that'll be coming tomorrow. So I'll now probably do a separate video of that because I know not all of you guys want to watch me make a wreath. Some of you guys do. Maybe you're gonna grab your craft that you're doing, Leanne. Maybe you want to wait to watch my wreath making until you're doing your chalk, and that way, you can listen to me and watch me, and I can, envision you, and then you put another video up of breaking up your chalk. I love watching her do that.
Really?
I have no interest in doing it because with me, if I get anything gritty on my hands or like under my fingernails, it drives me crazy. I can't stand the feel of like even flour. So I'd have to wear gloves. I'm just weird that way, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I am. Now I don't mind cornstarch or anything a bit because it's so smooth and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just kind of weird that way. I don't even anymore like touching raw meat and stuff. I put gloves on just because I hate that stuff underneath my fingernail and it gets in your ring and so. But I love watching her do it. Um, any crafts. I love watching that. So yeah, watch me make jewelry. Um, and it's not an exact science because you guys know that this girl is not an exact science girl, huh, honey?
Yep.
I'm kind of a free spirit, and I just kind of, go with the flow. I've decided it's okay to be very different. It's okay to say, hey, I'm not going to go to work outside the home. I don't really like the general public or dealing with them that much. I like to be home. I like to be with my animals and with my husband, and I like to do crafts and make stuff pretty, and right?
Mm-hmm.
I got to get working on that painting and finish it. I keep looking at it and really liking how it's turning out so far.
It is turning out very cool.
But see, on that painting, I had to leave it sit for a while because I put the plaster on and I did some initial painting, and then it just kind of sat there because I wasn't ready. I'm like, I always put a painting where I see it all the time. So then you'll think about it, and then all of a sudden it'll click to you what you want to do, and it's like, okay, let's go. Oh my lord, doing illuminating, of course. Making more hats. I'll have a stack here probably by Monday to show you guys. And that's about it. Brad's been doing more cooking. He made the best char siu chicken last night. That was some good stuff. And so today we had enough leftovers. We've only had yogurt today, but we're kind of weird that way too. Since our schedules, essentially when we ate our yogurt at 4 o'clock, that was our breakfast. Is enough leftovers that we're just having the char siu chicken. He made fried rice with it, and she makes the best rice there is. And then he boiled a head of cabbage up today because we both been wanting the cabbage. Then we can deal with the cabbage parts. You guys know what I mean? Woo! But that's what we've been doing. Supposed to snow here tonight, but it hasn't started raining yet.
Mm-hmm. No, it hasn't.
It's supposed to rain and snow. I don't know what the weather station said now.
I'll have to check it out.
Okay, will you?
I will.
Okay. But yeah, be getting ready to probably feed the puppy, feed me, go in the bedroom. We watched, what was that movie last night on Netflix? I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember what it was.
It was pretty good though. It was pretty good. No? It was more of a Lifetime type movie.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it.
Yeah, I know you did.
Probably not watching TV together tonight because you're going to want to pick out some action thingy.
Well, yeah.
So,
I watched a woman's movie yesterday. And
I don't want to watch a man's movie.
well,
Sorry.
I watched a woman's movie.
Well, that was your prerogative.
It's only fair.
It was your prerogative. It's your prerogative.
I thought we were having equal billing.
No. That's not how this marriage has ever worked. Why do you think it's going to change now? Right?
Because it would only be right.
And?
Yep, not going to happen.
And are you okay with that?
Nope.
Really? Why?
Because
I'll let you have the big TV.
What's fair is fair. That's a good point.
I do. If we don't want to watch the same thing at night, then, and I'll be honest, I want to illuminate and stuff. If we don't want to watch the same thing at night, then I just let him have the big TV and I put the headphones on and watch the laptop.
Yeah.
You know. You're
know,
in pain now too, I can tell.
And a lot of the things, like when you're loom knitting, is I know you told me that it's hard to look at the loom knit and watch the big TV because you normally take off your glasses to see what you're doing.
Well, and as we get older, and so then, like, even when I'm paying bills, I gotta take my glasses off to be able to see closer up, even though these are supposed to be bifocal. That's what next month, not February, but March, we got to go get our eyes examined and get some new glasses going. February is out because February we're already starting to get things ready for Brad to have surgery, which we need to start really concentrating this next 2 weeks on finishing what we can in the blue room, getting this whole area cleaned up and situated for you better. And I don't know if you need help getting some stuff out of your room still. What we can do in there so you can get in and out easier.
Actually, it's right the way I've got it now. It's not
Okay.
going to be a problem.
Okay.
I got some stuff on the floor. I got to.
You don't want me to see it.
Nope.
He never wants me to see his room. I don't even look in there because I'm like, do I want to see what?
Nope.
He's like, nope.
You don't want to see it.
You look at him. He's like, nope. Like, I never use his bathroom.
Actually, my bathroom is decent.
Well, how come the bedroom's so bad?
Well,
what's on the floor? Let's talk about that.
Everything.
What?
Candy wrappers.
Oh my God! Really? Why?
Because my garbage can is overflowing and I keep forgetting to take
Well, why don't you take it? It's only one way to solve an overflowing garbage can. You know how much I love garbage. I have an OCD about the garbage. Okay, guys, I will admit it. I hate. How many times you see me empty garbage cans that are only half full?
Yep.
Because I just hate it. Yeah. I don't know why.
There was a friend of mine, this is before Teresa, a friend of mine that he had a 55-gallon drum in his kitchen for garbage.
God.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and
why?
He'd only empty it like once every 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know some people that have really big garbages, like Joe and Bob. They had a really big garbage thing, but I always think of if you had to lift that out, you better have a guy around because holy moly,
Yep.
I hate garbage sitting around. I get that from my grandmother was that way. My grandmother, I don't know if you remember, probably not, she had all these little garbage cans sitting around. And, she'd go empty them, like I do at least once a week. I don't know how many times I empty up my garbage can in the bedroom. Yeah. We have 2 garbage cans in the bedroom, okay, guys? We have a 13-gallon garbage can. It's just an old kitchen one. Because we use it as a family room. So you'll get the pop cans, you'll get the 2-liter, you'll get just numerous wrappers and stuff. And then I have a smaller one that's over by my desk. But like last night, I was cutting up all the tools, so I have all the empty rolls in there.
I noticed that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun though. It was fun. I'm eager to show you guys that. Because I was in there working with the different colors. I'm making a springtime wreath, and it's gonna be cute. It's gonna be cute. I'm all about the cuteness. I think next week we're gonna try and get our booster shot. We need to get it before you have surgery.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably stop at the $1.25 tree just because I would like to go there. There's a few cleaners I need to get there. I need to get some more of that. It's Comet Kitchen Cleaner, but it smells like Clorox cleanup, but it doesn't have the bleach, so you can spray it. If I want to freshen up a whole room, I'll spray it on my couch. I'll spray it on the floor and stuff. It'll just freshen everything right on up. Of course, I like bleach too. That explains a lot of the cleaning, right, Brad?
Yes, it does.
He can always tell you he knows when I'm cleaning my bathroom and stuff. He can smell the bleach out here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole place.
I like it, though. But I mean, I don't go so overboard that it doesn't dissipate in a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have to be careful around your animals. we bought a new. If you live in the South or any place warm, you're always going to combat the bugs all year round, usually. And there's no way to get away from like having a few roaches in your home and stuff. I used to think there was, but we bought a new roach spray. It's for indoor use. It's for basically anything that crawls, but it's pet safe and children safe. And so you just go around, you spray all your baseboards and everything, and it seemed to really work. I mean, we don't have hardly any roaches anyway, but we found a couple dead on the kitchen floor and stuff, and it smells nice.
Yeah.
It kind of smells like eucalyptus.
Mhm.
And that's a cheaper way to go over buying the aerosol raid and stuff, because because I think this container, it's a big jug,
Yeah.
and it comes with a spray nozzle, and it's like $15. So.
And I like that kind of stuff.
I like knowing that it's safe for the pets.
Yeah.
Because I do worry about that.
Yeah.
I really do worry about that. Using like the other stuff, because I don't want to be harmful. Especially cats are very hard to keep out of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she seems to be doing better though, guys. She seems to not be. She doesn't seem to be crapping everywhere like she was. I was so proud of her last week. I did her cat litter box a few days ago, and she had done some dookies in there, and I was like, yes! She had, though. I was all happy, honey.
Isn't that creepy how we get excited over stuff like that?
Oh, yeah. Tell me, oh, yeah. It's firming up. She's doing better. Yeah.
Yeah.
We worry. When you get animals that are getting older, you worry.
Yep.
You worry a lot. You wish you could just stop them from aging. That would be nice. But, yeah, that's what we got going on. Just kind of relaxing and stuff. I'm ready to relax. How's your pain today?
It's there.
Starting to get better? Bad?
Yeah, I gotta take some stuff here in a bit.
Yeah. Okay. But besides that, Brad and I have really, really worked. Let's talk about this. We really have worked since I shared with you guys that a while ago. We were having some problems, just kind of really connecting and stuff. We'd gone through probably the hardest year of our entire life last year. A lot of surprises that we weren't expecting. We were really so greatly hurt by what our daughter did. And had to come to terms with that, and that you can't control what a grown child does. And, that reflects on her, not us. But here we are. And Brad was very almost terrified that he thought maybe he had something much worse than having to have the hip replaced.
Yeah.
We both did.
Well,
and
go
then
ahead and tell him
what?
That I thought it was Parkinson's.
Yeah, he thought it was Parkinson's, and his doctor did some tests and stuff. No, it's not Parkinson's or anything. And we have just emotionally, a lot of when you get two really messed up people that have had a lot of abuse and trauma, and they meet each other and stuff, yeah, initially it's good for you. But if you're not working on healing from the inside out on what happened to you before you even were married, it will come back up as you age and stuff. And as things fall away, like the busy life falls away and the work falls away and stuff, it's going to come back up. And that's what happened for both of us. And it really affected our marriage. Because you feel like you need to kind of close yourself off from everybody. And you guys know for quite a while I wasn't doing very many videos and stuff, because that's how you protect yourself years ago. Well, so we've worked really hard, really, really hard on reconnecting, being, opening all the way up, which we never opened all the way up before, and just really accepting the person for how they are. Not how they used to be, not how you would like them to be, but the person they really are. And then too, we never stopped loving each other. We always, and I can't imagine growing old with anybody else. And so, we worked hard on that.
Yeah,
You know.
you've seen all my wrinkles sprout up, so.
Yeah, well, you had some trauma and stuff that he really didn't even realize until, it's kind of like a subliminal thing that you went through. And I realized some stuff that I had gone through. It's kind of funny. Is talking through some of the stuff that he had gone through, brought up some of the stuff I had gone through. Because some of the stuff we went through is kind of very similar and stuff. And like I said, you get two really messed up people and stuff. I mean, I'm gonna be really brutally honest here, guys. Is when you a lot of times you see somebody that's very heavy, I can almost bet you that they have a lot of trauma, that they've had something go on in their life that where they turn to food for a very long time for comfort,
Mm-hmm.
and then it. I mean, I'm for the longest time, food was my best friend. Food was always there when nobody else was there. That plate of cookies or that piece of pie or the pie was there. So, and that's a hard thing to get over. There's a lot of different reasons, and you know, people like to judge, but I'm always thinking, oh, I'm not an alcoholic and I'm not doing drugs. So, and that's a lot of that in my family. A lot of that in Brad's family too.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we worked really hard on being really open with each other and accepting each other and knowing that like he could tell me anything, and even if that's something that he didn't like, he would support me and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
you're a person. You can't be who I think you should be. You have
Mm-hmm.
to be who you are.
Yeah.
And the same way with me.
Well, and that was one thing that we always did. I was really proud of us when we had kids at home. Is I know that if I did something to discipline them, if you didn't agree with me, that you would go along with, and then we
Hmm.
talk about it in
Hmm.
private.
It
Because
had to be a united force
yeah,
always. Even though, like I said, if I didn't agree with something he would do, I mean, if it was really horrible, yeah, we would have stepped in. But we knew it never was gonna be that way. But yeah, you gotta. I mean, say that he grounded one of them for maybe a week longer than I would have. Well, you're gonna be a united force and back him up. It's not the big thing. Okay, that's how he felt that it should go. And if it was that I grounded him and he thought, well, she didn't ground him for as long, he would still support me,
mm-hmm.
and we would discuss it in private. And we never argued or anything around the kids.
No,
We never fought. Kids never heard us fight, and I don't know if that was necessarily a great thing because there's some things we should have discussed way back so many years
mm-hmm.
ago. But we did what we thought was best at the time.
Yep,
I grew up with parents that fought a lot. Brad had grown up the same way, not quite as much because his dad was out of town. But, when you never know what you're walking into, I mean, man, my parents used to fight so much. Just wow.
yeah,
And so then you get to the point where in my marriage, I'm not going to fight at all. Well, that's not necessarily a great thing either, because what you're
mm-hmm.
doing is just agreeing with that person just to keep the peace. Then you start being resentful toward that person. And we both realized that we, in some ways, were resentful of each other because years prior we had never discussed
Mm-hmm.
this that happened or that happened. We just swept it under the rug. Well,
Mm-hmm.
then the rug got pulled away, and you had this big pile of crap that you had
Yeah,
to really deal
yeah, and
with. And
that was one thing with my family,
mhm,
that they were so famous, so renowned for, is shoving things under the
yeah,
rug.
mine too. And so then whatever was said to you in very horrible ways, um, you know, never got dealt with. I'm talking about in parents. Um, so, but we worked hard through that
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
And we got through it.
Yeah, yeah,
Stronger.
it's worth it. I mean, we've been together now over 34 years. That's a big chunk of time. Almost every memory I have is with him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you just don't throw that away.
No.
I can't imagine sometimes when you think about if you saw that person dead, how would you feel?
Yep.
That's what I really made me come around to it. Brad will tell you I'm kind of a weird person anyway. You guys know that. But I watch some funerals on YouTube, and I like watching different cultures and how they do their grieving process and all that. And when you see somebody dead and you see a distraught wife or husband, you know, that's what's really important. It's not about the money you made, the house you lived in, the car you drove, how you dressed, or anything. It is about the love you had for each other, for your family, you know, whatever. And that to me is what's really important.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, we all want money, we all need money, but, you know, nobody ever said they wish they worked more. Nobody ever said they wish they would have partied more. A lot of times it's like, well, I wished I would have told this person that. It's like there's some things I would have loved to have said to my grandmother that then I just have to kind of say in private and just kind of feel like she understood everything. There's just, you can't get that back.
No.
You cannot get that back. So when I think of, I kind of had an emotional breakdown one day with Brad. It's a song by Sam Smith. You look it up. It's "Lay Me Down," and it's talking about basically that he's a gay man and his lover died, his longtime partner, and how he felt and stuff, and the words. And I was having Brad listen to it, and I just started crying. Remember, so I said that reminded me so much of you, and my worry about if you were going to be okay, and
Yeah, I remember that.
yeah, because I mean, you worry about. We at that time we didn't know, and I didn't know if I was gonna end up losing him because and he was in such a deep depression for quite a while. He had his meds adjusted not too long ago. That seems to really be helping. It just kind of lifts you up just a little, lifts you up out of that giant pool of despair. And we've been talking a lot and cuddling a lot and
And that's something that I had stopped doing because when my job I retired from, that we would have department head meetings um, once a week, and a lot of times they're just stupid freaking meetings. But there's one we had to watch class. This gentleman was speaking to a crowd of people, and one of the things he said is that if you wake up and you think it's going to be a crappy day, then it's definitely going to be. But if you wake up and think to yourself you're going to have a good day,
yeah,
you set the tone for your life. And I know I've said this many, many times before, but I had to get back to doing that because I wasn't doing that.
And because you told me about that, then I started doing that too. And it's like, I'm going to make today the best day it can be. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying I can walk easier. Some days I can walk great. Some days I'm just, you know, some nights I have to borrow the cane from Brad to be able to get up and stuff, I mean, but so what?
Yeah.
We're aging together. We always said we wanted to grow together,
Yeah.
I don't know if we all thought it was going to be a smooth transition. We weren't going to have some pains and stuff going on, but after Brad has his surgery and recovers, I have a doctor's appointment with my primary in March, and we will be discussing my issue with my shoulders and arms and neck.
Yeah.
It's time to do something about that, but I'm not going to really jump into that arena until Brad has had his surgery and he's on his very wonderful road to recovery. And I've already discussed with Mr. Heidi that we won't be pushing ourselves so hard in physical therapy that we're actually doing damage. So, because he has a tendency to do that. We both do. And, you still, you don't want to blow your stitches or anything.
Yeah.
Because I know you have a tendency to really, if they tell you they want you to do 10 reps, you're going to do 20 at the max weight. And, just do the 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I did a lot of when I was in therapy.
I know.
Where she would tell me, okay, that's
what I was worried about.
Yeah, you did 5 minutes, and I would say, well, I'd like to do 10.
Yeah.
And she would tell me that it might be pushing myself too hard. Nope,
Well, and I know that it just was, since they're rebuilding your socket though.
Yeah.
It's not just that they're replacing the ball. They have to rebuild the socket out of bone from your leg.
Yeah.
That leg may be a little weaker too.
Yeah.
Well, that leg is weaker, but
Yeah.
because they're going to have to, wherever they're going to get that bone from in the leg.
Yeah. From the femur.
Is it going to grow big enough? Is it they breaking the femur or just taking some off at some point?
Well, they got to cut it. They got to cut the spike off the femur, and then they're going to put that sleeve with the ball on it, that hip replacement. So they'll cut off the femur, put the sleeve over it, and then I don't know if they'll take it from the upper part that they've already cut off, or they'll take it on farther down, but they'll cut some of that bone away.
Yeah, see, I was just wondering if they were breaking the bone further down in your leg to take part of it to do the socket, or how they were doing. Remember, at first I asked you if they were doing cadaver and stuff. They do some of that, like with neck and stuff. So, well, we'll get handled whatever it is, Yep. We're getting excited for it. I'm tired of seeing him in pain all the time. I mean, he's still going to be in some pain, but not. This is, it's really hard to, where it's deep in that hip socket, heap socket. But so.
Well, and I one of the big things with me is I hate feeling restricted.
I know it.
That I can't do this and I can't do that.
Well, that's why you always push it with your back far more than you should. You did so much more than you were ever supposed to be able to do.
Yeah.
Now you have Mr. Shitty Spine. Who doesn't have those back problems? Now they say a lot of people have a lot of neck problems because of the PCs and stuff. Yeah. So, but we'll get handled. Be on the road to recovery. Next time we'll be able to do lots more stuff.
Yes, we will.
You'll be able to go out and barbecue more like you like to. He hasn't been doing that because it's so hard for him to get up and down the stairs.
Yeah.
So, we'll get handled.
Yes, we will.
So, anyway, I don't know what else you guys got going on now that we've wasted 45 minutes of your life.
Crap.
It's your fault.
I know.
I know. So, anyway, I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hangry.
Don't want that to happen.
Yeah, I am getting hungry. So, anyway, I'm going to talk to you guys later. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you have some great weekend plans. If not, maybe you're just like us and going to relax at home. Oh, one quick thing I want to bring up. We were thinking about, we didn't do it because it's just too expensive, like ordering Grubhub or DoorDash. And while it's nice that now people can gift that to you, they can order you a meal and have it a gift and send it to your place.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that amazing? But geez, they want to charge you the delivery fee. Then they want to charge you a service fee on top of it. Then they want you to tip the driver like 20%. And it's like, delivery fee, okay. But then you're going to charge me a service fee, and I'm like, I'm not going into your restaurant requiring you to have a table set for me and have all the condiments. I'm not requiring you to have a waitress there to wait on me or anything, but you're going to charge me a service fee. It doesn't seem right to me. And when you add all that up, you're paying, a good $15 to $20 to have that meal delivered, at least. Not worth it.
No.
Not worth it. I could go put in an order and through Instacart for the ingredients, cook it here at home for a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
So it's too expensive.
It is.
So anyway, I love you guys, and I hope you're having a great weekend. And we will talk to you later. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.